This is Kim Rinkle with I Run Far, and I'm with yesterday's third place winner, Jared Hazen, 18-year-old Jared Hazen. So, Jared, tell us about Jared Hazen. Who is this guy that has suddenly burst onto the running scene and has a ticket to the Western States 100?
Well, I grew up in Titusville, Pennsylvania, and kind of got into ultras just from I ran like cross country and track, and started running a lot and really started loving it. And there's a ultra marathon in Titusville, and so I think that probably had a pretty big influence. There's a good ultra community there, and so I just I really started getting into it and running a lot and signed up for some ultras, and kind of definitely a 100-miler was a big goal for me. So that's what brought me here today.
And this is your second 100-miler?
This is, yep. Ran the Oil Creek 100 in October.
And place overall in that?
I won that one.
Fantastic. So first and a third is not a bad way to start off.
Nah.
So Western States is coming up. What is between now and then? Any race plans?
Probably do like a 50-miler between then, just kind of test the fitness. But yeah, Western will definitely be a focus, and just train really hard between now and then.
And you mentioned yesterday, I was talking about your phenomenal performance. You said, well, it's a lot of miles. I run a lot of miles. Sort of take us through your training.
Leading up to this race, like about the 2 months before the race, I was running anywhere from like 150 to 200 miles a week, and just getting out doing really long runs, 8-hour back-to-back, 8 and 4-hour on the weekends and stuff, and doing like 3.5 hours weekdays and stuff, just running a bunch.
Is that mostly on trails or roads or a combination?
Actually, for this one, because it's a flat course, I did do a fair amount of like bike trail and stuff just to get a fast turnover.
And how'd you end up in Colorado?
I have a friend that lives down there, and I was spending my summer up in Wyoming, and it kind of got cold up there, and I didn't really want to go home back east, so I moved down there in his apartment, started training down there.
Did you run in high school?
I did.
Back in Pennsylvania?
Yep. Cross country and track. Not a huge amount of success. 9:42 PR in the 3200, so it wasn't anything special.
What made you decide to give ultras a shot, or did you do marathons before?
No, I haven't actually run a marathon yet, but I just like to I just like to run a lot, and kind of makes sense to do ultras. I mean, if you like to run a lot, kind of doing 100 miles, you should love it.
How did this course compare to Oil Can, your first one?
This one was much flatter. I think Oil Creek's like 18,000 feet elevation gain. I mean, it's not like mountainous, but it's just kind of up and down all day. And this one, it's definitely flat. It rolls a little, but it's pretty flat.
And I'm glad you corrected me. Oil Creek sounds a lot better than Oil Can.
Yeah.
It's a little more intimidating. So Western States, are you definitely planning to run Western States?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Any goals there? Time goals? Finish place goals?
I hadn't even thought about it yet.
Too soon? How are the legs today?
They're sore, for sure.
And talk about your shoe choices there. So was it one pair the entire way, or did you switch off?
Yeah, it was one pair the entire way. I went with New Balance MT110, and they worked great. No problems at all.
And nutritionally, interesting thing yesterday. I think it was maybe after the third lap, you saw me on the trail and you threw me a Cliff Bar. I don't know if you'd already had one or if you just didn't need it or what. How were you taking in calories during the race?
Yeah, I tried to do some Cliff Bars earlier in the race, just to kind of prevent me from getting hungry. But I definitely like to just switch to gels after about like halfway. And when I gave you that Cliff Bar, I just picked up like 8 gels and didn't have any room for that Cliff Bar anymore.
So it was more of a practicality issue.
Yeah.
So how did you find the humidity? Was it difficult, or was it just one of those things you just deal with? You were consistently in the top 5 the entire race. So.
Yeah. I mean, I felt warm, like it was kind of getting uncomfortable, but like I wasn't like cramping, and it wasn't like affecting me, like I don't think it was really hampering my performance at all. It was just a little uncomfortable.
Well, 18 years old, and you might want to get used to this interview thing because you might have a few more on your horizon. And good luck at Western States and with all your other races this year.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you very much.